Good evening, everybody, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Who have we got in the house tonight? Good evening, Leslie, Joshua, Flymo, Simo D, Anthony, Jerry. You're all very welcome to the stream tonight. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Hi, Yunan. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. No, I wish I was in biddies. Unfortunately not. It's going to be a dry St. Patrick's Day for me. I had a busy day out doing a live stream for the St. Patrick's Day parade on their Facebook page today. Newman Railway, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Now, can everyone hear me okay? I'm a wee bit quiet. Okay, let me adjust. I'm testing out the new microphones this week. So I'll just increase. Right, is that any better? Okay, I've adjusted the settings, just let me know if that's any better. That's better? Okay. We'll use that setting from now on these mics. Yeah, so I was doing the live stream today for the parade in the town. It went quite well. Learned a couple of lessons that we'll take forward to next year. My other half isn't very well today, so I have to stay sober today to do the driving because my daughters are working today. They're down in biddies. So here I am doing my live stream. I couldn't let you guys down. And yes, it can be a little bit addictive, Jerry. So it gave me a chance today to test out the new microphones we got. So it's the same wireless microphones I used before, the Rode ones, but this one has two mics instead of one. So it seemed to work quite well today. So what's everyone been up to then? As you can see, today I'm sporting my green, no red today. Did you like the little video I put out yesterday of the donation we had to the centre of that beautiful layout of Donegal Station, which was once the busiest station in Donegal? It's not far from that station was a place called Lough, which is St. Patrick's Purgatory, which is where a lot of pilgrims went to. And also the other end of that line was Bundoran, which was a seaside resort. But it's a beautiful layout, all hand built. We're very happy to have it in the centre. So some of the carriages there, the orange and black carriages that are going around behind the A-Class, those are Aidan's carriages that he built and painted. So they'll be running on the layout once I get it up and running. Oh, you're going live tonight, you, Carl? You're not going out to the pub tonight, Carl? Yeah, it probably would be somewhere Father Ted would visit, Leslie. It's somewhere I've never been, and I don't intend to go to, I don't think. So, last Saturday, I was up in Coleraine because my daughter is visiting a college she hopes to go to there if she gets her grades, which I'm sure she will. And there's a little hobby shop there called Bill's Hobbies. I didn't get anything exciting. I just grabbed some paint. Well, just some varnish. Clear varnish in matte and gloss, and some orange. Now I know it's not an exact colour orange for CIE livery, but it's all they had and it's the closest I could get. So for my first time delving into spraying some coaches, it'll do for some experimentation. I think it's a bit of a bright fluorescent orange, this, but we'll give it a go. So hopefully now over the weekend I will get the spray booth built and then I can crack on with that. Watching Everton in the relegation battle. Oh dear. Yeah, of course we've got, today's a bank holiday in Ireland. They gifted us another bank holiday for tomorrow. So we've got a nice long weekend, a 4-day weekend. Because we've been such good boys and girls here in Ireland during the pandemic and done as we were told, they give us a bank holiday. Hi Dinmore, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Going to the pub tomorrow. I might do the same. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch on the second mic. So just warning you guys now, if you're listening on headphones or whatever, I don't know if there's going to be any feedback or anything from this. This is just something I want to test to see how it balances out. So be forewarned. Because I want to see how they behave when they're in close proximity. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick it on top of the A-class as it goes round. And I'm going to switch on the sound. Now last time the sound was very loud, so just be careful with your ears. So let me know how it sounds, if it's very loud or quite like that little announcement from the A-class. So how's that coming through, guys? Is there any echo or feedback? because you should still be able to hear me, because I've got one mic on and there's one mic sitting on top of the A-class going around. So don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys, and subscribe if you're new here. Got any questions, pop them into the chat. Or if you look at the link below, you'll see a link to a Google Questions doc where you can put it in. Flymo's just put up there the link to the video I put out yesterday on the donation we had of the Donegal station, if you want to have a look at that. So, Flymo, can you hear me fine and the A-class? There's no background or squealing or anything like that? Well, it's St. Patrick's Day and I'm drinking a ice cream soda. Cheers, everybody. So enjoy. Oh, after last week's live stream, remember we were chatting about model shops and buying stuff and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I was for it when I got inside because herself was watching the stream and listening in. Okay, Simo, take care, I'll catch you again. Everything to a stop. Camera car derailed there on something. Hey Christopher, how you doing? Oh, and now everything's derailing. So I'll stop that again. Well, the 37's got a mind of its own. It must have been some sort of power surge into the 37 because it just took off like a rocket. It's derailed and left the carriages in one of the most awkward places. Let's try again. See what derails this time. I think my trains have been drinking. They're all derailing. Time to give my track a good vacuum and a good clean. There's obviously little bits and pieces stuck in here, there and everywhere. It's causing derailments. It couldn't possibly be my bad track laying at all. Anyway, so hope to get the spray booth built this weekend. That'll be the next video out next week, hopefully. And then once I have that built, I will carry on with spraying the coach and see how I get on with that. So that will be more of a how not to do it. And I will also be cracking on with the work on the pedigo layout, building the baseboards, trying to put a complete loop in. And also doing some sidings. I'm hoping to have sort of the 3 trains moving on it, as well as doing some lighting. And I want to get some of those dapple signals to put in there for children to use to flick, because on the floor of the carriage we're going to have some signals on there so kids can flick the switch and see how the semaphore signals actually work. XMG12, how are you doing, sir? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I haven't been noticing this evening, but how has the GoPro been going? Has it been going black at all? Because I did change a couple of settings on it. Yes, Limo, thank you. Don't forget to hit the old subscribe button for me and the like button. And how's the petrol generally tonight, guys? Is it? I had quite a good speed test before I done it. I think that's because everyone's in the pubs tonight and no one's at home on the internet. I was getting 60 up and over 20. No, sorry, 60 down and over 20 up. Yeah, 720. See, that was, I think that was the issue. It was set to 1080. Everything else is set to 720, and when I changed it to 720, it doesn't seem to be blacking out as much. Yeah, so 720 might be the way to go then. Right, I might turn the sound off now. I think prove that it works, because I find the sound can be a bit annoying after a while. So let's, oh no. That mic went off anyway by itself, it went flat. That's the one I was using today. So let's go around doing a solo on the GoPro just to see how it looks. Looking at it here now, it does look a bit smoother. Oh, hello everybody. Yeah, it's the old dial-up noise. I had to actually install a fax machine a couple of weeks back. Yes, people still use faxes for certain things. And I had that old modem dial-up sound on it. Yeah, hopefully we'll start making a go on the Garden Railway in the next month or two. We're waiting to see if we are successful with a grant application to have some groundworks done at the museum. So we're sort of don't want to do anything until we know we get that. No, I don't think it was even as fast as 64K for a fax. I think it's like 33. There's a whole installation, because obviously modern faxes are printers and everything as well, so they'll have to be hooked up to the network and work onto the phone line, and you have to set the fax to a certain thing, especially if it's in an office where they have their own phone systems. The track, the LGB track seems to be quite a heavy brass, but the Pico track is the same sort of nickel steel mixture you have on the 00 gauge track, which obviously just thicker. I have some of it here somewhere. So that's it. That's a piece of G-gauge Pico track. Flexible track, although it is it is very hard to put down. Always end up with a lot of cut fingers. So we got a load of that track. We got I think 3 Pico points as well, so we can have a couple of passing loops and sidings and that. So it's going to be an area about 4 meters by 4 meters square. Going to have sort of 2 loops, one probably a figure of 8 going over itself and everything, just to make it a bit more interesting. The Pedigo station, the plan is to have a train go continuously around through the station. Have another one, because Pedigo had a passing loop in it, so have one engine just shunting backwards and forwards, and then there's also a line going into the cattle dock, so have something shunting in and out of that. Thanks, Joshua. Yeah, it's the old Ireland rugby top. Well, this one's a couple of years old. Hi, Bernie. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well. There's a bit of flicker coming off that GoPro, so I'll exit the solo before anybody starts having some sort of fit. Maybe we'll put this one solo for a little while. Yeah, I'm doing good, Bernie. It's St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'm sober, haven't had a drink all day. So don't forget to hit that like button for me, guys. It does help. Hi, Rachel. Rachel was my assistant today when I was doing the live streaming of the St. Patrick's Day parade. I couldn't do a lot of these videos here without Rachel. She's a great help. I think she might be coming to Worley with me. So any of you at Worley will get to meet Rachel as well. Working since 6. Is that 6 this evening or 6 this morning? Yeah, I did hear about P&O ferries. Was it laid off something like 800, 900 staff just like that? And I don't know what flag P&O fly under, because Irish Ferries done a similar sort of thing a good few years ago. They reflagged their ships from the Irish register to Cyprus or somewhere, or Panama, so then they could employ staff at a lot lower wages. Oh, 6 a.m. Ugh, not very nice. Well, I've already said I'm going to Worley. I'm saving my money. I'll book a couple of flights, a hotel, be my weekend away. Of course, be a chance to spend some quality time with my daughter. Oh, Bernie's going on holiday. Anywhere nice? I've been looking at going somewhere just to get away now that we can. Yeah, I've seen a bit on the news there about they weren't allowed to leave, or they were told not to leave the ships until they knew exactly what they were getting. Yeah, I would say a lot of people would be upset. I mean, that's a horrible way just to go video call, you're sacked. I mean, if they're planning to stay, I don't know what flag they are, but you can't sack someone under UK or European law and then replace them with someone else. But I'm sure they've done their due diligence and they know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, the Irish ferries was terrible. I mean, that was like, I used to get Irish ferries a lot at one time. You know, when I'd be traveling, I'd be getting it, you know, maybe up to 6 times a year and be on a ferry every couple of months. And when they done that, the service did go downhill. Yeah, I'll be at that, Carl. Hopefully I'll be going to it. I may even be down there with the railway centre. We might have a table down there. I haven't been contacted by anyone yet. Last time I was down there in 2019, they did take the details and said they'd give us a shout. You know, I don't know if I'd be able to pull my finger out and get a layout ready by October. Yeah, so I've got Bangor show to go to the end of April, which I'm going to be going to. Nick was on here last week, so I'm going to do a little interview with him about his layout. And anybody else up there who's got layouts who wants to do a little interview, as long as everyone's happy with me doing some filming up there, I'll do that. I don't think is it Blackrock College this year? Because they swap between North and South Dublin, and I think it's North Dublin this year. Yeah, most ferry routes now, it's freight that's on it. Anytime I've been on a ferry recently, it's just full of lorries. And of course, a lot of ferries now, lorries from Ireland aren't going through the UK because they left Europe, so there's more ferries on the direct Ireland-France routes. Yes, Bernie, I think you do need to go and have a relaxing time, and chill out, relax, glass of red wine. Hi Salty Dog, how you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Yeah, so I've got Bangor, end of April, the Dublin show in October, and Worley in November. That's the 3 shows I'm definitely going to this year. I haven't heard of any other ones. There's usually another 1 or 2 up in Belfast, but I'm not sure if they're going ahead yet this year. Thank you, Salty Dog. Well, we've got the A-Class going around and the Murphy's Models 121 class going around, and then on the Archer Loops we've got a 37 and a 47. Well, on the way out from the parade today, I stopped in Lidl. I got myself a chicken and leek pie and some, I think, brie and onion potato croquette things for my tea. So I'm going to go and put them on after the stream. And then when I go to pick my daughters up from Biddy's later on, I might manage to sneak 1 pint in. Oh, you got the CIE Intercity? That reminds me, that's something I've got to order, is transfers for the coaches I'm going to paint. All right, let's go back to the 4 screens again. Good night, Ewan. Take care. Oh, that's derailed again. Hit the emergency stop. And the 37 is still going. Oh, is it finally stopped? All right, we're back rocking again. Yes, I've got a couple of buildings, Metcalfe buildings I'm going to build, because also this weekend, the Grand Prix is back this weekend. So I can do my usual, watch that, put a couple of buildings together. Yeah, maybe it is the camera's a bit heavy, but usually the weight of the camera stops that last one derailing. But it's derailing in the same place every couple of circuits, so I think it just needs a bit of a clean. Of course, the one thing a lot of people forget when they get derailments is actually clean the wheels off the wagon as well, because there could be something stuck to one of the wheels. Yeah, I remember getting the ferry. I used to, when I was living in England, I used to get the train to either Holyhead or Pembroke, get on the ferry with my bike, bicycle, two-wheel bicycle, and pedal bicycle, and then get the train on the other side. When you used to be able to get the train from Rosslare to Kerry, cycled from Tralee to Ballybunion, stayed with my grandmother in near Lizelton Cross, and then I would get the train up to Dublin and then up to Sligo, and then cycle from Sligo to Donegal. Back when I was younger and fit, of course. Yeah, the old hand of God. And there was one particular year I got the train and ended up in a bus crash. I think I told you that story before. But the great thing about that was on the way back, the train guard recognised me. He said, "Oh, you were in that accident a couple of weeks ago." And I said, "Yeah, I was." Of course, I'd been over to Donegal for St. Patrick's Day, so I'd spent all my money. I had no money left. I wasn't going to get anything to eat until I landed back in the UK. And I got, he went off and he came back and he gave me a £6 voucher to go and eat something in the buffet car, which was great because I was starving. Horrigan was my nan's name. She's gone now over 10 years. My auntie still lives there, Eileen and, God, what's Paddy? Forgot his name then. Horrigan. They have the Amber petrol station out past the Stole somewhere. Yeah, I was big into my cycling when I was younger. I used to do the odd bit of cycle racing and that. It's never any good at it, but, you know, I'd be one of these ones going out dressed in Lycra on a Sunday morning for a 100-mile bike ride. Hi Nick, how's it going? How are you keeping this week? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Are you not out on the tear down in the southeast? I think Jerry is on the sauce. That's a couple of little spelling mistakes he's made now. And had a nap. Yeah, my grandmother and her daughter, my aunt Eileen, they're about a mile from Lizelton on the Ballybunion side, Lizelton Cross. I think my nan family is originally from around Asti, and she was working in Dublin, met my grandfather who was a Donegal man, and they married, and she moved to Donegal, and unfortunately my grandfather died just after my uncle was born, so he died when my father was only about 4 or 5, very young. And she went back to Kerry for a few years, like this is in the late 50s, early 60s. And then she ended up moving to England, which is how my dad ended up in England, meeting my mum, moving back to Donegal. And then I moved to England, met my missus, brought her back to Donegal. You know, what do they say, history repeats itself. Coffee is the strongest you drink. All right. Oh, you got baseboards made and a big Hattons delivery. A bottle of porter. No, I haven't seen your videos yet, Bernie. In fact, I haven't seen anyone's the past couple of days. Because after I got myself on the committee for the parade, been sorting things out the past couple of days, and also sorting things out in the museum. A couple of weeks ago, I said, right, I'm not going in near the museum on a Monday or Tuesday. Those are my days to come out here, do my model railway, do my videos, all that. Have I stuck to it? No. I've been in there more than ever. So he's not hitting the like button. I've got 18 in and only 12 likes. Or is the stream that bad you don't want to give it a like? Oh, I'm going to sit down. Oh. Yeah, so hopefully now I've got no much running around to do this weekend. The kids aren't back at school until Tuesday. And I've got tomorrow off. So, although I don't know what my missus has planned for me. So I guess, Nick, you're going to be laying track and $400 views in 2 days. That's really good. My videos are averaging about 100 to 150 views. I'm just, I did have a spike a couple of months back where there was a lot of interest and it sort of died down again, but that's just the way it is. All right, you're going to see the hand of God again. Oh yeah, the census is coming here in Ireland. That's beginning of April, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, as Flymo says, hit subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you hit the notification bells, you get notified whenever I put a new video up. Which I try to put one up every Friday. And if it's anything to do with the museum, that goes up on a Wednesday. Waiting for payday. Oh, so it's going to be another automated layout then. If anybody's not subscribed to Nick, you should get over to his channel there on Rule 1, Model Railways. He's got, it's at Western Exchange with fully automated. It's a great little layout. I will be bending his ear when I see him up in Bangor, because that's what I want to do with the layout I'm building. That's right, Flamo. For members, I do try and put the videos up so they get to see them a day or two beforehand. It also gives me a chance for the members to have a look at it and see if there's any glaring mistakes and let me know. How do you get to smell the money as it passes you by? Yeah. Also, the last video I done, I gave a shout out to Mark from Hemeldown. I think everyone here has probably subscribed to him. He's just recently moved house and he's going to be building a new layout from scratch. So it's good to get in on the ground floor, as they say, of a build. Now, I was testing my new mics today, Nick, so we can have a proper chat and a proper little interview. So I also got my Intercity 37 going around on the lower level as well. You might pick it up on a few of the cameras. Excellent, that's what I want. What are you using for automation? Like, are you going to do sort of self-build JRMI sort of thing, or is it going to be off the shelf? Yeah, Joshua, I just thought, seeing a St. Patrick's Day, put it up. It's just one I got off the internet somewhere. I hope there's not a copyright claim on it. Because the layout I'm building is an end-to-end. Each station at each end is going to have sort of two platforms that line either side. So I want a train comes in, another one comes out, travels down to the other end, swaps over. So there's constant movement of trains on it. And have signals on it, so it stops at the signal. Hi Robert Gowan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. iTrain software and DigiKeys. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of automation first, because I was trying to keep it simple because it was going to be in the museum, and if I'm not there with DC and using the little DC modules, they can just come in, switch it on, and it works. But then I thought, let's make it more interesting. Let's have working signals on it. So a train comes up to a red light, stops, it goes green, the train moves on, goes in, the point switch automatically so things can move about. You know, because if you, the way I see it, you could possibly have 6 trains on it moving around. You know, it just makes it more interesting. I want to have an automated level crossing on there as well, because primarily this is going to be in the visitor centre for kids to look at and watch and just Hi Kieran, how you doing? Oh, I got 22 watching. Love, you can come into the chat and say hi. Give the thumbs up. All really easy doable with looking at devices. Well, it'd be a learning curve for me. I'm going to have to get your phone number off you, Nick, because I'll probably be ringing you all the time. You're like, Nick, it's on fire. What do I do? Yeah, we've got an application in for, we've got the, as you've seen on the video, the wind-up machines that then give out different stories. Also for kids, we've taken some of the old wagon plates and things like that and put them on the wall so kids can actually go up and touch them and feel them and have a close look at them. We're also working on, in the end of Railcar 15, is actually making up a mock cab of a steam engine with different levers and interactive things so kids can go up and pull a lever and it'll give them some information, that sort of thing. So we've still lots of plans to do at the museum, as well as actually physically get some 3-foot gauge track down and have proper trains running. Although some people wouldn't call narrow gauge proper trains. Yeah, Nick, come on up. Have a weekend break up in Donegal. I think it's probably about a 4.5-hour drive from where you are. So there won't be much more work happening on this layout here because I've got to get the other ones done really. So I'll still do the running sessions in here. When I get the, might do a couple of lives from the centre on the layouts there. I will be doing similar to what I done last year for MRYCG on the 17th of April, I think it is, at 7 p.m. I'll be doing a live from there, so it will be a look around the museum, history on the railways of Donegal. I'm hoping it should be daylight by then at 7 p.m. in the evening, so I can have a good crawl around Drumbo and show you all the bits and pieces of that so you can see it in the daylight. Sadistic and take the bus. Oh, that's up to Dublin. And then the number 30 from Dublin to Donegal town. All right, good night, Joshua. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Well, you could get the train as far as Sligo and then get the bus. No, I ballasted part of the layer. I'd done that ages ago. The section over here, where the 121's just going around, I used the ballast vac. I done a demo on that. Is it Brexhill Works? No, Brexhill. Is it Brexhill? It's something he developed anyway. It's 3D printed parts, and it actually works quite well. You sprinkle on the ballast, hook it up to your vacuum through a bottle, and it vacuums up the ballast and leaves a nice shoulder and everything. Works really well. Yeah, you could make a video on the train. Although I don't think Ireland really has that many exciting trains. They just have those sort of multiple units. The only local driven trains are between Dublin and Cork and Dublin and Belfast. Everything else is multiple units. Yeah, that vacuum, it was very handy. It was one of those things I got and I thought, is this going to be any good, or is this one of these, like, you know, JML products? But it actually, I was surprised at actually how well it worked. And if you'd seen the video I done on it, I used different types of ballast. From what I use as ballast on here is, it's actually bird grit. And then I also used the woodland scenic and some aquarium gravel, and it worked quite well with all of it. Okay, Carl, chat to you soon. In fact, I might be getting off soon now as well. My tummy's starting to rumble. Need to go in and make some food. So I'll say goodnight, guys, and I will catch up with you all next week. Same time, same place, hopefully. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you've got any questions you want to put to me, there's a Google's question docs. The links are below all my videos. You'll be able to find it there. And you put a question there and I can answer it in a live stream, or if it's short enough, I can do a quick YouTube short video on it. So, happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and I will catch you all next week. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And slán away.